Hi guys, Alex McCann here, Ultram HQ. Thank you for joining us. Hi Patrick, hope you're doing well. If this is your first time, please do say hello. Hello Nana, hello is Steve Stage. We've got a few new faces on today, which is fantastic. I'm going to turn around the camera in a second. Just let yourself know who you are, where you're from, and what you do. That'll be fantastic. I'm going to just bear with me. There we go. All right, guys, thank you. You can see me now. I'm going to do a really short scope. I normally scope in the mornings. I'm going to do a short scope in the afternoon because this morning I was at a fantastic event called Parentpreneur Networking. It was mums and dads who run businesses here in Altrincham, which is South Manchester and Cheshire. Hello, Glenroy Powell. Thank you for joining us. And I just thought I would come on and talk about it because it's a really inspiring event today at this Parentpreneur Networking event because it was so different. It was so different than normal networking, and I want to just talk about this. The whole idea behind Parentpreneur Networking is that busy mums and dads who want to run businesses but struggle to find the time to go to breakfast meetings at 8 in the morning and obviously want to take the kids to school and spend time with their kids. So it's all about running a business while having a busy family life. And I thought I'd talk about that because I found the whole idea and the whole concept of the networking friendly and open, and as much about your story as it was about your business. So I just wanted to talk about that because if you normally go to a networking event, normally it is who you are, what you do, who you're looking to meet. And this networking event, when we did the intro round, and we spent a long time on the intro round, and we didn't just do a 20-second pitch or a 30-second pitch or a minute pitch. It was a good chunk, a good 3 to 5 minutes on why you decided to do what you do, what your why is. And so often these businesses, they had come from the corporate world, they'd come from the corporate world, had children, and then found it hard to go back to work, or they'd really wanted to spend time with their children while running a business that they could manage around the school drop-off time, the school pick-up time. They wanted to be able to put the kids to bed. They wanted to be able to see the kids. Are you the ones behind it, or did you attend it? I went and spoke at it, and it's the first time I've been. I went and spoke about social media marketing, which is what I do. It's a girl called Angela who's just started them up in around Manchester and Cheshire. So they're in Altrincham, Knutsford, Wimslow. They've just launched one in the Wirral. I just found it a really inspiring event, so I thought I'd come and talk about it. But I think what was good was, they were talking about the whys and what drives them and the passions and the difficulties they've had in business. And I don't think that's the vulnerability of running a business is things that often, I will say hello from Brazil, and things that people don't often bring up in networking meetings. People have to be strong and bold and confident and everything is successful and everything's amazing, and these women and men were talking about the difficulties they'd had in business, the struggles they'd overcome, and the why they'd done it. And I thought that was really inspiring, and I thought people are out to help other people as well. I thought when people said we've got this issue, everyone was happy to jump in and say, well, we can help with this, or if we're on the lookout, we'll email the organiser and we'll help you out. And I think it was a very supportive, warm and welcoming event. And I just thought I'd talk about this and what your experiences are of networking so far. I just thought it was really good. Really good talk as well. It was great to help young businesses and young, fresh businesses that had obviously come from a corporate world where you'd got that support network. Imagine how hard it is where you've come from a business where you've got a specific role, and ordinary networking definitely could learn from this. I don't know whether it was the female dynamic. I don't know whether it was the type of people that attended. But I definitely felt, ordinary networking could learn from it. It's very salesy. I wouldn't say the networking I normally tends to be very male dominated. It tends to be 50-50, I would say. But I thought it was interesting. And I think, that warm, help, supportive environment is good for businesses starting out. I remember when I first went networking about 5 years ago, and it was difficult because I'd never been in a world where I networked. I used to work in events and music, and I'd gone to a world where it was a bit more corporate. But definitely, there's a lot that can be learned from this. So I'd say, if you can go back to your networking events that you currently do, watch the dynamic, look at the dynamic, look at how you can change it, how you can make it more warm and welcoming to new businesses, but also still keep it on business. I mean, today's event was about business. It was about getting to know people and generating business, as all networking is, but I just found it a great difference and a great different dynamic. So I thought I'd say it. So it's Parentpreneur Networking. As I said, if you're in England, the UK, in Manchester, Cheshire, they're running in Hale, Altrincham, they're running in Knutsford, they're running in Winslow, and they are also just launching in the Wirral as well. But I think it's going to be quite a big thing. I thought the whole idea of Parentpreneur rather than just Mumpreneur was great as well. The fact that I was able to attend and meet these businesses was fantastic. There's so many mums-only networking events, and I thought it was a great dynamic, and the organiser was clear on that. They'd made it open, that it was actually open to dads in business as well, and I thought that was fantastic as well. I think they were on all the people on a similar part of the journey in their life, that they'd definitely got to this stage in their business where they wanted to work for themselves, and business and family were equally important. But yes, I just wanted to come and share you with that because I thought it was a fantastic event. So thank you for that, Angela, earlier today. And do check them out. They're on Twitter as well, Parentpreneur1 on Twitter. But I thought I'd say that. I'm going to try and help young people in their new companies. How do I achieve warmth in my events? Thank you, Walter Nelson. I used to work in live music, and I used to work with teenagers and build their confidence up, focus on what they do positively, and then you build up their confidence so you can offer the constructive criticism. Young people are quite defensive, I find, when it comes to business, and quite often they feel they know a lot. But I think if you can just encourage everything amazing that they do, and then they're more likely to listen to. They'll come to you advice and say, what do you think of this? And then that's a point where you can offer the constructive criticism without actually totally destroying them. Because I think when you're young, if someone older up to you that's had more experience comes up to you and says, hey, you're doing this, one thing wrong, two things wrong, three things wrong. I've seen it with business mentors in local town centres. If you can build up their confidence so they're inspired to do great things. But then, oh, hello, Angela's joined us. Thank you. I've just been talking about your fantastic networking events today and how I thought it was warm, welcoming, and different from other networking events. And I was just talking then about inspiring young people. I think, build their confidence up first. Definitely, you don't want to knock someone down when they're a young business. You want to build them up and show them all the great possibilities there are. I started in business late. I started in business when I was about 2021, which when I look at businesses now, they're starting off when they're 13, 14, 15. So I felt I was a late starter in business. I've always worked for myself. I used to be a freelance journalist. I then did an events company for several years. I've been doing Altrincham HQ, which is a social media company, for about 5 years now. And it's a great opportunity when you can mentor and help inspire either younger business, young fledgling startups, or even going into corporates and shaking them up a little bit. I think that's great when you can go into a corporate and they're so stuck in their ways and you can go and make them more human. Making corporates more human is one of my passions, and making small businesses think like bigger businesses in terms of their aspirations, in terms of what they can actually do, but then have that change and adaptability. Hopefully you'll see this on the replay, Angela, because I've been talking for about 5 minutes here. But thank you for having me today. Please do check out Parentpreneur Networking. It's fantastic. I will see you on Periscope. I'm going to try and get on Periscope tomorrow. So thank you for joining us. Please hit the share button. Thank you, guys.